Based on the provided information, Donald Trump's tax and tariff policies are a complex and significant part of his second term as president. Here's a summary of the key points. Nayobai Pasi, or tax policies. The one big beautiful bill. Trump signed this major piece of legislation into law on July 4, 2025. It is described as the largest tax cut in history for middle and working class Americans, although some analyses suggest that the wealthiest Americans would see the greatest benefit. Making 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act permanent. The law makes the individual tax brackets from the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act permanent, preventing them from expiring as scheduled in 2026. Tax breaks and deductions. No tax on tips and overtime. The law includes provisions to eliminate taxes on tips and overtime pay. Child tax credit. The federal child tax credit is increased. Senior deduction. A new $6,000 deduction is available for individuals age 65 and older who meet certain income requirements. SALT deduction. The cap on the state and local tax deduction is temporarily raised to $40,000 for certain income levels. Trump accounts. The bill creates Trump accounts for every American newborn, which include a $1,000 government deposit and allow for tax-deferred savings. Nayobai Pasi Num-Ko. Tariff policies. Broad tariffs. Trump has enacted a series of steep tariffs on a wide range of goods imported into the United States. The average applied U.S. tariff rate has risen significantly, reaching an estimated 27%, the highest level in over a century. Liberation Day tariffs. On April 2, 2025, Trump invoked the International Emergency Economic Powers Act to impose a universal 10% tariff on imports from all countries not under other sanctions. Additional tariffs of up to 50% were also threatened for 57 major trading partners, although these were suspended until August 1, 2025, following a stock market crash. Specific tariffs by country and product. India, a 25% tariff on Indian goods, plus an unspecified penalty for India's purchase of Russian oil. China. The trade war with China has escalated, with baseline tariffs on Chinese goods peaking at 145% before being reduced to 30% after a trade agreement. South Korea. A new trade deal sets a 15% tariff on South Korean goods. Brazil, copper, steel, and aluminum. Tariffs have also been imposed on these. For example, tariffs on steel, aluminum, and copper were raised to 50%. Legal challenges. Trump's use of the IEEPA to impose tariffs has faced legal challenges, with federal courts ruling that he exceeded his powers. The cases are currently being appealed. Rationale for tariffs. The Trump administration argues that these tariffs will promote domestic manufacturing, protect national security, and serve as a substitute for income taxes. Trump has also said that he views tariffs as a way to offset the budget deficit from his tax cuts. Economic impact. Economists are concerned about the economic impact of these tariffs, as they could lead to a slowdown in U.S. economic growth and increased inflationary pressures. The costs of the tariffs are expected to be passed on to domestic businesses and consumers. One analysis suggests that the tariffs could increase factory costs by 2 to 4.5% and cause the average household to have $2,400 less than it would have had otherwise.